Ophelia Key speaks. Finishing a project, February 27, 2026. Dear reader, as February comes to a close, I wonder what happened to January and how we wound up at March so fast. Time flies when you are having fun, and I have been enjoying the dream. I'm only sorry that it's a project that hasn't lent itself to offering more of the dream inside the Draewith saga. The story art collections I've been creating to sell on the storefront are already part of the subscription. I simply finally discovered a way to offer some of them for sale outside of the subscription, and it feels good to be near the end of this side project. I'm itching to get back to telling the story with words rather than so many images, though. My trial and error approach to building the dream is why so many of you have supported me for so long. Thank you. It matters more than you know. I promise to continue sharing all the details behind the shenanigans as the journey continues. With Ophelia Key Speaks, you get the truth, not the curated version. I hope you will continue to laugh at my mishaps and cheer me on as I delve into uncharted territory. I love sitting down to share my week in the dream with y'all. Writing remains my passion, but almost equal to it is creating all the extras. The tools available now to help me maintain a single creative vision for the dream are coming within reach. Music and songs are probably next, but I haven't forgotten about graphic novels, poetry, screenplays, or anime-style videos. It's been a wild ride so far, but I expect it will get crazier before it's over. Before anyone gets any Delialu ideas, I'm not Disney, and I'm too old for theme parks. I'll stick to being a nature lover and hope all my readers will find a tiny piece of the dream each time they touch grass, breathe fresh air, and look up to the sky or out over the water. May trees, rocks, and flowing water ever call us back to the land and ground us in the soil of home. For me, that will always be the truest part of the dream. And now a word from our sponsor, Ophelia Key. Shameless self-promotion. Thread, the entry point into the world of the dream. Unraveling chaos with each tattered thread. 1,000 years ago, chaos escaped into the dream. By 2016, shadowy evil forces using madness were wreaking havoc on the balance of magic and erasing necessary parts of an ancient prophecy. In danger of losing its magic, the dream attempts to use broken pieces and replacement parts to weave a new tapestry. Choosing the right building blocks isn't easy. In this exhilarating prequel tale, meet Luke and Eli, two characters with fascinating pasts and complicated secrets, before they become the king and queen the dream needs them to be. Luke Mendez is a retired military man. Having anxiety, he spies the beautiful girl next door, but then struggles to introduce himself. Eli Miller, the high school history teacher, worked tirelessly for years to break free from a terrible relationship. She moved to Tyler to start over. Thread is the story of a lonely direwolf shifter and a lone tiger shifter in a time before the two of them meet each other. It sets the stage for a pack forms, an enthralling urban fantasy with a paranormal romance tale in the epic Draewith saga by Ophelia Key. If you enjoy the story before the story, Thread is your free introduction to a new series. Welcome to the dream. Behind the scenes. The story art collections are limping along toward completion. It is taking far longer than I expected, but with only one mini-series left to focus on and 9 books left to go, the end is finally coming into view. Sadly, I cannot publish Griffin Knight Redeemed in February as I had hoped. It is always the way of things when I have to build the dream around real life and the day job. It would improve slightly if the day job were no longer an obstacle on the path to building my empire of escape, but real life would still interfere occasionally. Griffin Knight Redeemed is the next volume slated for upload. The read-through and final revisions are complete. The book is with Atticus, awaiting final edits and proofreading. It should begin posting chapters as soon as the last of the story art collections arrive at opheliakey.com. I need to get back to the laundry room. The towels don't fold themselves. Leave your comments and questions. I love to hear from you. If you found this post worthy, please feel free to share it. If you are listening on YouTube, Don't forget to like and subscribe for more original stories and audio adventures. Special thanks to OK Music Writers for Enter the Dream. Thank you for stepping into the dream once more. I hope you have a lovely weekend and will discover a grand story. Please remember, when you read, be kind and leave your reviews. Until my next post, welcome to the dream. Be careful. Happy reading. Bye bye. Ophelia Key.